Cute sister with one-hand shamway. A man kicks a whole car. You can crush a bat with your bare hands. Korean cute girl witch strikes again. The movie meets everyone's expectations as soon as it opens. A group of people who can't see their faces clearly. Sneak attack on the genetic modification experimental base. They were all wearing gas masks. Apparently they know the situation here well. The people in the base, whether good or bad, did not escape the enemy, all annihilated. There was blood everywhere. After the group evacuated, a little girl opened her eye. He doesn't understand the situation at all. Walked out of the base barefoot. This is the first time he has set foot in the outside world. I don't know where to go. Walk aimlessly into the distance, through the snow-covered forest. Came to a concrete road. He doesn't understand traffic rules. Just walking in the middle of the road, and a van was speeding past. He was completely unscathed. It's just that the van has been returned. Inside are local gang members. They see little girls all alone. Take him directly into the car and take him away. There is also an eldest sister in the car. Looks like he's also a victim. The gangster boss sees the little girl covered in blood. Very curious. While asking him how he got here, one hand is dishonestly pulling around on it. Big sister, please don't bully the little girl. But the next second, he was beaten for talking too much. This made the little girl suddenly run wild. Randomly let everyone see his skills. How they did it, we don't know. All I saw was the van wobbling. Left and right narration doors and windows all fly away from the body. Eventually, the car lost control and rushed into the woods. Wait until the eldest sister wakes up. I saw everyone lying on the ground. Serious injury is not acceptable. The little girl is watching by the gangster boss. Sister, dissuade not to kill. That's what stopped the little girl from doing. The eldest sister can't bear to see the little thugs freeze to death. Dial the police on his cell phone. At the same time, contact a veterinarian friend to pick you up. Looking at the little girl's clear eyes, big sister can't worry. Take him with you. On the way, the little girl has some strange disease. The headache almost passed out. The nose is also spurting blood. Sister, the situation is urgent. Let the veterinarian hurry up and meet the clinic. Treat the little girl. The vet examined the wound and found it strange. Why are you covered in shrapnel? Take them out one by one and prepare them for disinfection. The moment I turned around, the shrapnel wound actually healed without medicine. Watch the movie just shot. The vet was surprised by the little girl's skeleton. Different from ordinary people. He explained the situation to his eldest sister. Little girl unidentified. It could be dangerous. Let the other party think thrice before acting. Don't provoke right and wrong. The eldest sister sees the little girl alone. After some thought, I took him home. Just this decision lay the groundwork for future incidents. The eldest sister, after returning home, introduced the younger brother to the little girl. Siblings depend on each other. Recently, some gangsters took a fancy to their own farm, want to dominate, because the eldest sister has always been uncompromising. They got the wrong idea, kidnapped the eldest sister and sold him. That way, no one can stand in their way. Lily stepped forward to check if her sister was injured. The little girl thought she was going to hurt the eldest sister. Instantly clenched my brother's arm tightly. I couldn't stop after being persuaded by my eldest sister. This is a close call. The eldest sister cooked a full table of meals. Celebrated at that time. The little girl should not know what food is yet. He said he wouldn't eat it. Just after the eldest sister turned around and looked again, there are already clouds on the table. Not a single grain of rice is left. The first time I felt the deliciousness of food. Little girl unlocks foodie big eater attribute. On the other side, a female soldier with her mercenaries attacked the church. After the war, he went to the bathroom and grabbed it with his hands. Bullet fragment. Then the wound heals quickly. The other arm is gently hugged. It just fades away. Looks like he's a genetically modified person, possessing powerful supernatural powers. Original. The female soldiers originally served in the Transformer experimental base. Now he's out of control. Build your own mercenary squad. Take advantage of your superpowers. The king is invincible. It's also a leader in the mercenary class. Fame. This time I received an invitation from my old club. Let him complete a task. I thought the experimental base was destroyed. The people in the lab were also wiped out. I want Dr. Bai, who genetically modified female soldiers, and a twin sister. We call him Dr. White. He took over his sister's lab. Continue experimenting with creating second-generation mutants. The little girl ran away from his base. Now we need the female soldier and his team of mercenaries. Help bring people back. And little girls are genetically different. He is the direct genetic inheritance of the first mutant woman, Bai Yunsheng. Embryos conceived by women using hand straps. I cloned this little girl. She's been in the lab since she was born. Accept transformation and integration. So, he may be more powerful than a generation of mother and daughter Kim Tomi. Gave the doctor a locator to the female soldier. Can track the location of the little girl. When the woman left the base, she found someone following her, parked in the forest. Wait for the other party to come forward. I don't know who these two are. It's just that the visitors are not good. Both sides set up to drive. The war begins. The other party broke down the door with his bare hands. With Captain America's Aegis Skyfall, mercenaries are not covered either. Catch it directly with one hand. The other party is pressing step by step, fall from the sky. Mercenaries blocked with car doors. A fist down the door is a pit. It seems that both parties are mutants. Otherwise, where would the power come from? Effect burst. It looks really enjoyable. The result is that the mercenaries are superior. Easily solve these two villains. Return to the car and continue on the road with the female soldier. And this time the locator shows. The little girl is abnormal. What happened to him again? It turned out to be his sequely, and he had a headache. He unleashes super energy. All round, time stopped. Little girl bleeding. A convoy outside. Take advantage of the night to come to the front of the eldest sister's house. It's the gang that wants his farm. They can't kidnap. The boss personally leads the team to solve the trouble. The eldest sister first took out a shotgun and threatened the other party, but was taken away. The younger brother came to help and was also subdued. The little girl is watching from the rooftop. He felt anger, choose to sell, fall down easily from the roof first, then came to a little brother. With one kick, the opponent will be kicked out 100 meters away and effortlessly picked up another little brother. Easy to shake people and fly out of the sky. The bat that followed was also crushed to smithereens. The younger brothers swarmed up. The little girl kicked the car out. Everyone is like a bowling ball, hit up and down. He came up to the gang leader. The opponent also wants to fall with a shotgun. The little girl didn't even blink. Just grab it and shoot it in the air. The boss was so frightened that his legs went limp and he sat on the ground. Fortunately, the eldest sister came forward and slapped him. It was a relief to keep him alive. Otherwise, the little girl will definitely continue. Then all the younger brothers fled. The younger brother was frightened by the little girl. The little girl revealed a pure smile. And the female soldiers, last time in the woods, tracked down the group that attacked and fined him. It turned out that they were mutants sent by the headquarters. The leader Zhang Shuo found Dr. Bai. Investigate the destruction of the base. Then I also knew the actions of the female soldiers. Zhang Shuo knew that the little girl's genes were different. He wants to keep it alive. Test, so let the female soldiers not endanger the little girl's life. Just catch it. At the same time, another team of second-generation mutants also came. It's the experimental base that the four of them destroyed. Now we know that one of them slipped through the net to continue to complete the mission to hunt down the little girl. The purpose of this organization is simple. It's to destroy the test base without leaving any survivors, whether it's base experimenters or mutants. In search of the little girl, 4 people came to the Black Boss's house. Take a sip. Black Boss becomes dogleg. How is this Black Boss? Do you know who the little girl is? It was he who was taught a lesson and was unwilling to go to the vet, find out the origin of the little girl. After all, my sister's only friend is the veterinarian. The vet will tell the truth after being threatened, but he also immediately informed the eldest sister. Everyone is looking for the little girl. I can't keep him around now. It's too dangerous. The eldest sister met a female soldier on her way home. The other party explained to him the life experience of the little girl and let him cooperate with the arrest at night. Take the little girl to the designated location. Now the little girl has no control over her energy system. If she loses control, it will create even more chaos. The eldest sister came home with a heavy heart. She can't decide yet. And outside the room, all kinds of people gather here. The Black Boss drove here with a group of 4. The female soldiers' hired team is waiting at the appointed location to prevent problems before they happen. They set up their weapons. Observe the situation of the eldest sister's house through the scope. The eldest sister saw the innocent smile of the little girl. I can't bear him to go back to the laboratory to suffer. All the circumstances. I told my brother and little girl, let my brother run away with the little girl. Go to the room to resist. And the gang took him out with one shot. The younger brother who just ran to the back of the house heard gunshots. After telling the little girl the escape direction, go back and help yourself. Just at this moment, sniper in the distance saw the little girl fleeing through the back door. A missile is fired. The whole house was blown up in flames. My brother was also under fire. Fly to my sister. The masked men in the group of 4 uncovered the sniper's location, picked up the double knives and patrolled over. Come to the sniper. 2 people duel. One side with a gun, one side with a knife. Did you think it would be a gunshot? Wrong. The masked man will teleport. It's easy to dodge bullets. Several shots in a row were dodged. The second generation of mutants is more capable. Successfully solved the other party. When I thought victory was in sight, a dark shadow rushed over. The 2 hit the ground together. At this time, the Black Boss in front of the house aimed his gun at the siblings. Want to shoot? The female soldier watched from a distance. Shoot him directly. This move. It also allowed the group of 4 to find the female soldier's men. The 2 sides finally went to war. The high energy scene continues to hit. A group of for entertainers' mind control the surrounding wooden fence. Automatic sharpening into tough strength. Next second, all gang members were stabbed through the heart and died. So that's kicking butt. After all, the game was originally on the side of the 4. It's just that they're mortal and useless. It's a perfect threat. The female soldiers saw them killing innocent people so indiscriminately. Just shoot. The second generation mutants who can teleport are not afraid of this at all. Easily dodge and take the opportunity to come in front of the female soldier to attack close up. The two made a simple move. The female soldier sent the second generation flying. Another second generation followed. He overwhelmed the women. Pull out the dagger and stab it. Female soldiers are not afraid. Grab the dagger and seal the throat with the knife. Take another shot. At this time, the masked man is still fighting the mercenaries. Female soldiers come to support. Shot off each other's fingers with a gun. Then the finger will be automatically retrieved in the next second. It seems the self-recovery ability of the second generation has been improved to a higher level. Another second generation came to help share the firepower of female soldiers. When both sides trembled, the black boss is not dead. He raised his gun and shot his brother. The female soldier rushed to the front to block, but the bullet still penetrated the body and hit the brother. The movie female soldiers were also pitted back and forth. The knife fell to the ground. A round of trembling ends. The little girl watched the fireworks from a distance, remembering that he and his brother made an appointment to watch fireworks together. I thought I couldn't keep my siblings to face the threat. Who knew he was just about to go back? It was seen by the second generation of mutants. Teleport directly to the little girl. I thought I had it in my hands. I don't want the little girl to pass by with a cold look. Everything around them stopped moving. The second generation can't move. The little girl took the dagger in his hand and stabbed him to death. No hesitation, dragging the other party's body back to the room. I found that my eldest sister and younger brother were not breathing. The first time I felt heartache and anger no longer endured. Looking at the second generation opposite, the opponent's arm was instantly shattered. Another second generation was also sent flying by a slap. The half-armed man still wants to fight back, thrown into the sky by a little girl. It hits a wall of air and bounces back. Then he was dumped into the warehouse. Bah! The boss is still struggling. Little girl goes up with one foot, crushed his hope of survival, and the second generation came to attack. The little girl waved the car to block the attack. Throw it far. The other party still doesn't give up. Take the knife and teleport to your eyes. The little girl's mind control is activated. The other party is in front of you. He stabbed the knife back into his body 3 times. The man with the broken arm still wants to resist. He releases his energy and controls the surrounding sand and dust, flying towards the little girl like a bullet. It's just that the little girl has more energy. Sally was all exquisite before his eyes. Turning around is flying back around the man with the broken arm. The energy ball wraps the opponent. The next second, the man with the broken arm was shattered by the energy. So in the air, only one second generation is still alive. He stepped back little by little, blocked by approaching cars. A girl got out of the car. It is a generation of mother and daughter Jindwo-mei. It was a group of 4 she led, experimental base for washing machines, and deliberately let the little girl go to make sure if she is his sister. Watch him burn tonight. You can be sure that he is your sister. After all, only your own genes to possess such powerful energy. Now Kim Tae-mei has a chicken in her hands, can alleviate the side effects of remodeling, headache, and bleeding. Kim Tae-mei is looking for her sister to find her mother, because only little girls have a spiritual connection to their mothers. So you can use the mother's bone marrow, completely cure the sequelae of transformation. Now the sisters can go hand in hand. The camera turns. Come to Dr. Bai. He is painting, and the woman in the painting is the mother of the 2 witches. She's locked up in some lab. The entire movie is an Easter egg. Female soldiers and mercenaries wake up one after another. Rendezvous with Jong Shu's variant Pan. On the way to the third part, The Witch is a brand new Korean movie released in more than 20 years. In the plot of which one? And watch the movie. These 2 are the groundwork for the third one. Form a witch universe. If the heroine of the third installment, the last mother to appear, all those who are left behind, still looking forward to it.